guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. So, I feel like I'm in a very good headspace right now. I have a new palette I want to play with, and I just want to like sit and play with makeup. I mean, you know, just have fun with it. I am blonder, not sure if you can tell. That quarantine hair was, whew, she was something else, and my quarantine hair is now fixed, thank God. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I just wanted to sit down and play with a new palette that you guys might really love. If you enjoy palettes that look like this, I think you're going to enjoy this palette a lot, but we're going to go ahead and play with it on camera. So I have the brand new Natasha Denona bronze palette, and I feel like a lot of makeup companies right now, brands, they're actually doing a bronze collection. I feel like it's easy to do a bronze collection, and like bronze collections are like, oh, like just, you know, they're timeless, they're never going to go out of style. So I mean, I'm living for this though. I'm living for this. It's a beautiful palette. I'm going to go ahead and insert swatches and everything. And this is what the palette looks like up close and personal. It's absolutely beautiful. You can purchase this on natashadenona.com, beautylish.com, and also you can purchase it on Sephora. It does retail for $65. Some info on this palette: it is free of parabens and it is cruelty free. This palette also has a range of different formulas and textures. So it has super creamy matte shades. It also has really beautiful duochromes and metallics, and the shimmers in this palette are absolutely beautiful as well. I highly recommend it, and if this is going to be your first Natasha Denona palette, I definitely recommend this one. It is absolutely beautiful. No question about it. You guys have seen me rave about Natasha Denona eyeshadows. I think they're beautiful. Her formula is beautiful. They're one of my absolute, probably my favorite eyeshadow formula. I've never had a problem. Well, that's a lie. I've had a problem with her eyeshadows before, but that was like one palette, one time, and that was like years ago. So I am obsessed with this palette. I cannot wait to dive in and play with it. I think it's so pretty. I don't really know what kind of look I'm going for, because like this Bliss color, when I swatched it, was just so beautiful. So I don't know like where I'm gonna go. I might stick with like Suntan, Magma, High Degree, and Bliss, but I don't know. But we'll see where the wind blows us, okay? So I already have my brows on. I'm switching it up with brow products. I'm using the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade 3. I used to use 4, but because I did my hair, I felt like my brows were just a little bit too dark and a little bit too cool, and it was like throwing me off a little bit, so I'm trying to stick to like a warmer, lighter type of brow pencil, and I'm kind of liking it. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. This is the Jouer concealer, and I'm just going to use this to prime my eyeballs. How have you guys been? If you guys haven't checked out my latest video, I can link it down below. I just pretty much like vent to you guys, and just like let you guys know like what I've been up to and how quarantine was for me, and like working and all this other, like all of the other things that are going on with the world. I don't want to get into it because, you know what, I want this video to be happy and positive, and I don't want, you know, I never want my channel to be a place with negativity. So I mean, we have to talk about the things that are bothering us though, because if we just keep bottling them up, we're never going to feel better. So that's why I decided to make that video. So if you haven't seen it, I'll link it down below for you. If you guys, you know, are feeling some type of way recently, I'll link it down below. You guys can watch it or just listen to it. Maybe you guys are feeling the same way, not too sure, but I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope you guys are staying safe. If you're protesting, I hope you're staying safe. You know, if you're a healthcare worker or anything like that, I hope you're staying safe as well, just because this time is just so crazy. So let's get into the makeup. I have my eyes primed. Should I move you guys closer? So I think, I don't know, I want to go in with Beach. We're going to go in with Beach first. She's going to be our transition shade. And I'm just going to go ahead and pop this all into my crease. I'm going to keep my base wet as per usual. And I'm going to go in with a Smith 235 brush. I need a freaking mirror that's not dusty. You know what I need to do one day? I need to take Windex, and I need to actually physically open every single one of my compacts and Windex the mirror. because none of my mirrors are freaking clean. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to throw this glorious color into the crease. Super pigmented. There is a little bit of kickback in the pan. Kickback necessarily doesn't really bother me unless it's a shimmer shade and the shimmer shade is actually like crumbling. That's the only time that kickback really bothers me, but for a matte shadow, I'm okay with it. We're just going to pick up a little bit more. Blending really nicely. Natasha Denona has one of my favorite, if not my favorite eyeshadow formula. It's just blendable. It's easy to use. It's really, really nice. So I'm going to go in with a regular brush now. Make sure it has no product on it. And I'm actually going to take a little bit of my powder right here, the Charlotte Tilbury. Did you see that? I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury powder just to like really blend this out and make the edges seamless. Just because Beach is the lightest shade in this palette. So if you're the type of person that likes a bone colored shadow, you are going to have to either grab another palette or use your face palette or use your face powder to help you out with that blend. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go ahead and grab Suntan, which is this pretty shade right here. It's a medium tone brown. And I'm going to grab that on a Zoeva 227 brush, and I'm going to just like start blending that into the crease. Not taking it as high up as we took Beach, but we're just going to go ahead and start blending it into the crease ever so slightly. I'm not taking it all the way in. I'm just kind of like focusing it on the outer crease and the outer corner of it. I feel like it's been such a long time since I've filmed. I'm going back in with a little bit of Beach just to blend out that shade. I feel like it's been so long since I filmed a video, actually like sat down, talked to you guys, explained what I'm doing. I even like at home, now that being back at work, I haven't really touched makeup. I was doing a lot of makeup in quarantine, and then the last like 2 weeks of May, with everything that's happened, like I haven't just been, I just didn't want to do makeup. I didn't want to do anything, you know, which I feel like we've all felt that way. But I'm excited to just be back creating, because I love creating for you guys. So I'm just taking that and really blending it out. I think I'm going to keep it like that. I don't want to go too dark. I think this is pretty good. I had no problem blending out these shades. I think they look really nice. If you wanted to deepen, you could definitely go in with Magma, but I don't think I am. I think I'm just going to stick with Suntan. So now, like, I don't know if I want to go in with, like, High Degree, because High Degree is so pretty. High Degree is absolutely beautiful. Like, it would be, like, a really pretty smoky eye. Or if I want to just throw Silk all over the lid. I don't really know. I think I am just going to put some concealer on my lid just to really grab whatever shade I use. The wet base will really help adhere the shimmer shadow, whichever one I decide to go in with. The tacky base. And what I've also been doing too, when it comes to like the inner corner, when I cut the crease, I like to just blend, oh shit, there's stuff on that brush. I like to just blend out the inner corner just so there isn't like a demarcation line. And then I like to just take a fluffy brush like this. This is a Zoeva 142 concealer buffer. And I just like to buff out the concealer. It's still going to be tacky, but it's not going to be like super duper tacky where like to the point where I might like crease. Now I'm just going to take a little bit of Beach and Suntan and just diffuse these outer edges right here. Wow, I think I might take True Bronze because it's not like bam in your face. I'm going to actually use my finger. I'm going to take a little bit of Silk because I have no self-control. I think I'm going to take that across the whole lid. Maybe not so much the outer corner, but I'm going to take it on top of that outer corner just a little bit to get like a summery bronze eye. I think that's pretty. I think that's pretty. I'm okay with that. I'm I'm going to go ahead and do the other eye off camera. That will be... Okay. I got my eyes on. I got my brows. I have my brows on. I have my lashes on. I used my NARS Climax mascara. And the lashes I used are by Tatti Lashes. I've actually been really enjoying Tatti Lashes. And I used the style TL6. Really, really pretty. I didn't want anything like super dramatic, but I did just want a little bit of like fluffiness. And I did go in with my Benefit Rollerliner in brown, just to like, you know, give me a nice little thick lash band. So for the face, moving on to the base, I'm going to go in with my Laura Mercier primer. This is the Hydrating primer. I'm going to go for my foundation first. So for foundation, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Hydrating Foundation, and I'm going to mix my shades 185 and 210. I just take like a pump of 185 and then like half a pump of 210. So my skin isn't like freaking out, but I do have some texture going on right in this area. I think it's from being at work and wearing a face mask all day long. Just because that's kind of like the only area I have these like bumps in. So this is a Dose of Color sponge, by the way. I love this sponge so much. Alright, I'm going to go in with my contour stick. I'm actually going to go in with one of my faves. This is by KKW Beauty. I'm just going to flip it and go in with a little bit of the deeper one. And just kind of like throw it right over top. I'm going to leave it like that. I know I look crazy, but we're going to blend it out. One of my favorite brushes by Fenty. This is the 125 face brush. And we're just going to go ahead. So when I blend out my jawline, I like going under and then also on top too. You can always tell I got a tan because my forehead, like, you can always tell like this part of my forehead is always tan from like being outside and stuff. Don't worry, I've been wearing my SPF. Don't come for me. So I kind of like push the product into the skin, and then I go ahead and I start to like just stipple it everywhere. Make sure you blend it out into your hairline. I have earrings, like a bunch of earrings, so I try not to go too far on my ear with it. But you do have to just blend it a little bit onto your ear. And then you just go back in with your foundation brush. And go over your lips. And then you just go over here. You just go over the sides. You can do concealer first if you want, but I'm going to go in with a little bit of concealer. It's not even funny. I'm going to blend out my nose real quick. This is a Luxie 207 brush. It's an angle brush. I love this brush. Okay, let's go with some concealer. I'm going to grab my Jouer concealer. This is in the shade Cream Cafe. And I'm going to focus this concealer here. And then here. Also going to take it around my nose just because I get red there. Okay. We're good. I'm just going to go ahead and start blending out the center of my face. I like using the butt side for this. So for blush, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Beauty Cream Blush, because you guys know I freaking love a cream blush. And I'm actually going to go a little bit ham with my cream blush just because I'm going in with some faux freckles later on. We're going to go ham with it. So I'm taking a Fuego Flush, my orange one, and Strawberry Dip. So I grab Strawberry Drip first, and I like to apply that pretty much everywhere. I'm going to bring it more this way, like more in towards my nose. And then I'm going to take, that's my dog scratching. Then I'm going to take Fuego Flush, and we're just going to go ahead and like push that right over top of it. Okay. I am going to set my face. I'm just going to go ahead and blend out all my creasing. Everything is seamless. I'm going to go in with my Huda Beauty powder. This powder. I really do. Like, I tried using my RCMA powder the other day. I was like, I don't think I can use this. I do not bake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury powder and set. When you dust off this powder, don't swipe. Just kind of like stipple it into the skin. And I'm just going to set like my contour, because I'm not going to go over it. Just like that. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with this guy. This is by Melt Cosmetics. This is in the shade Morning Star. I'm going to grab a little bit Benefit Hoola. And I'm just going to like redefine my nose just a little bit. Alright, let's go back to the lower lash line. So for the lower lash line, I'm actually going to take a nude waterline pencil. So I'm going to take this guy. This is from Colourpop, the Cream Gel Liner in Honeydew. We're going to go ahead and we are going to pick up Suntan, which is the darkest shade. I'm going to push this up against my lower lash line. I'm going to pick up Beach and Suntan and just blend this out. I'm going to go ahead and pop some mascara on the eyes, on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go in with this Colourpop liner. This is their Lippy Pencil in BFF. Okay, Colourpop Lippy Pencil. Then I'm going to grab my Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lipstick. This is in the shade Michelle. I actually think this is darker than the lip liner, but draw this on. Are you guys surprised that I don't have KKW on my lips? Are you surprised? Well, don't be too surprised because I have new glosses by her right here and I want to use them. So I have her brand new glosses here. I purchased 4 shades. I think I put Nude 1 on. You guys know I love me Nude 1 KKW. Her glosses just smell like Play-Doh. Like, I just don't get why she doesn't know how to scent in it. Super creamy. It's not as thick as her other gloss formula. Like her smaller glosses, these are not as thick. This is a very thin formula. Really thin, lightweight, juicy. Alright guys, I think that's it. Alright guys, that completes this look. Let's chat about the formula real quick and the Natasha Denona palette. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Like I said, there was some kickback, but honestly I didn't have a problem with it. I actually did add which one did I add? I think I added Palladium. I think I added this shade. I tapped this shade on the outer corner just to give it a little bit more shimmer and like more of a bronzy effect. And I actually love the way that this look came out. Really do enjoy this palette. I have to say, A++. And this is the smaller version of our palette, so it's only $65. You can get it now. Sephora actually has Klarna, so you can do like monthly payments to Klarna, or you could do it on Beautylish, where you can also pay like 2 or 3 installments. But you guys, you need it in your life. This palette's really nice, I have to say. It's like a really go-to palette. The only color you pretty much don't have is like a super dark brown. Like if you wanted something darker than this, you don't have a super dark brown. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, guys. I always do different looks on there compared to here, so make sure you guys follow me on there. I will link them down below along with my other platforms of social media. So Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram will be linked down below in the description box, so don't forget to check that out. That's pretty much it. I'm done. I'm tired. We reviewed this palette. We're looking bronzy. I love it. I love it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I'll see you guys all in my next video. Bye.